Hey guys, welcome to Pages with Sidra. Today we are going to start episode 725 of I Have 90 Billion Licking Gold Coins. If you haven't watched the previous chapters, make sure to check them out on my channel. Now, without any delay, let's dive into the chapter. Chapter 1274, The Thunderous Opening. Peony Goddess, current favorability, 80 points. Chen Yuan casually glanced at it and rolled his eyes. What the? Favorability increased again? Are you kidding me? At this moment, Chen Yuan, holding Lan Xingyue, Zilan Goddess, and Huolinger, had already walked 9,700 meters through the Canyon of Will. The terrifying willpower shock grew stronger and stronger. If at first it was just a small wave, now it was like a 100-meter-high tidal wave. Chen Yuan frowned. His steps grew heavier. His body trembled. Even beads of sweat formed on his forehead, like a tiny boat on the vast ocean, ready to capsize at any moment. Chen Yuan, don't force it. If you really can't handle it, let's retreat. Huolinger said, frowning. It's fine. Don't worry. Chen Yuan, never abandon my teammates. Since you are mine, I will ensure we pass the Canyon of Will together. Chen Yuan's expression was serious, resolute. At his words, Lan Xingyue and Zilan Goddess shivered, tiny tears forming in their eyes. Huolinger smirked quietly. What do you mean, my people? That sounds weird. You already have Princess Xingyue and Zilan Goddess. I'm not getting involved. She kept her thoughts to herself. I am too weak, my will too fragile. Since entering the sacred realm, I haven't been able to help you. Instead, I've only caused trouble, Lan Xingyue said, ashamed, bowing her head. In front of Chen Yuan, this top prodigy of Shui Lan Star felt her own value extremely low. Don't say that. Your help is beyond imagination. Without you, I wouldn't even be a tenth of my current strength. A man fights hardest when he has someone worth protecting. That's why I can advance no matter the hardships. Chen Yuan squeezed Lan Xingyue's hand tighter, feeling the softness of her delicate hand. He held Zilan Goddess's hand firmly as well. And you, Zilan, your help is more than you realize. Whether as gratitude or for any other reason, I will help you pass this canyon. He continued stepping forward steadily, blocking all violent willpower shocks. 9,800 meters. 9,900 meters. Uft. Chen Yuan spat blood, showing the strain on his will and severe damage to his spirit. Stop. Chen Yuan, please. I understand your intent, but there's no need to risk your life. Your safety is more important than me reaching the sixth sacred realm. Zilan Goddess said, worry etched on her face. Her words were almost like a confession. No, only 100 meters left. I will not give up. Never. Chen Yuan roared with unwavering resolve. His eyes shone with determination. Why was Chen Yuan pushing himself so recklessly? Obviously, not for himself. If he went alone, passing the Canyon of Will, 10,000 meters, would have been effortless. But here he risked his life to help them. Such loyalty and selflessness were truly rare in the universe. Uft. Chen Yuan spat another mouthful of blood, yet his steps remained firm and unshakable. Zilan Goddess favorability +1, current favorability 98 points. Ding. The target Zilan Goddess, moved by the host's unreserved devotion, increases favorability to 98 points. Reward, 200,000 enhancement points. Host remaining enhancement points, 200,000. Chen Yuan grinned inwardly. Sure enough, you have to act a little hard to raise favorability. Since clearing the Dominion-level illusion, his soul and will had become incredibly firm. Even leading 3 girls through the canyon caused no significant pressure. So this is Chen Yuan, breaking 3 records and defeating the Flame God Elder. Truly loyal and devoted. My name is Sword Heart. If this weren't the Canyon of Will, I'd like to discuss a few things with you. I'll see you in the 6th sacred realm. Sword Heart Prodigy spoke, then swept his long sleeves. He became a blade incarnate, achieving a state of man-sword unity. Amid the violent willpower shocks, he overtook Chen Yuan, moving step by step. When Sword Heart Prodigy reached the 10,000-meter mark, a brilliant divine light descended from above the canyon. The spatial portal of the 6th sacred realm thunderously opened. Beneath the light, an octagonal purple crystal slowly floated down. This, and willpower divine crystal? Such a precious reward for passing the Canyon of Will. Xilong Goddess exclaimed. Refining the willpower divine crystal can greatly strengthen soul and will, making them unbreakable. Its value is immense. While training may not immediately boost cultivation, in the long run, it's crucial when breaking through to Cosmic Overlord or even Cosmic Sovereign, surpassing the importance of law comprehension. Huolinger's eyes burned with excitement. With the willpower divine crystal, the chance of surviving the Overlord trial increases by at least 10%. A 10% increase might sound small, but among 100 Galaxy Stage 10 elites, only 1 or 2 might even touch the Overlord threshold. Of those, roughly 90% fail and perish under the Overlord trial. A 10% boost is immense, highlighting the crystal's rarity. Excellent. With the willpower divine crystal, your chances of becoming a cosmic overlord just increased. Chen Yuan's eyes hardened, continuing the arduous final steps. Last 100 meters, last 50 meters, last 10 meters, final meter. Chen Yuan had spat blood over 10 times, as if enduring 10 heavy blows. Stop. Chen Yuan, don't push any further. Lan Xingyue and Xilong Goddess wept openly. Finally, Chen Yuan stepped the last step. Boom, 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 boom. For beams of divine willpower light descended. 4 willpower divine crystals slowly floated from above the canyon. Chapter 1275, A Generous Reward. At this moment, the beautiful young girl Long Yan, who had just broken through Galaxy Stage and successfully comprehended the Thunder Domain, entering the 5th Sacred Realm, finally reached Qianhuan Spirit Mountain. With the Qianhuan array no longer blocking her path, she quickly arrived at the Canyon of Will. So this is the Canyon of Will for entering the 6th Sacred Realm? I finally caught up, just a step behind. Could it be that Chen Yuan has already entered the 6th Sacred Realm? Long Yan asked around for news of Chen Yuan's whereabouts. She soon realized that in the 5th Sacred Realm, at least half of the prodigies knew of him, and mentioning Chen Yuan's deeds left people in awe. Among them, a gentle-looking literary prodigy had personally witnessed one of Chen Yuan's legendary feats. What did you say? Chen Yuan absorbed 51 hours of origin force when breaking through Galaxy Stage, and even broke 3 tiers consecutively. He also comprehended the cosmic true word, slayed a overlord-class puppet. Oh my heavens, no wonder he's the one I like. Not long ago, I only absorbed half an hour of origin force when breaking Galaxy Stage. Chen Yuan is literally 100 times stronger than me. Long Yan's eyes shone with admiration. What? You absorbed half an hour? The literary prodigy almost gasped. This cute girl had such talent. Absorbing half an hour of origin force already qualified her as top-tier overlord talent, with a chance to become an invincible overlord in the future. Up ahead, is that the Canyon of Will? Yes, the canyon contains terrifying soul will shocks. Passing it is no easy feat, the literary prodigy replied. Suddenly, the stone steel at the canyon entrance released a dazzling radiance. Golden letters blazed across the steel. Congratulations, Sword Heart Prodigy, for passing the 10,000-meter test of the Canyon of Will and successfully entering the 6th Sacred Realm. It's Sword Heart Prodigy, a Galaxy Stage for powerhouse. His sword will is terrifying. I heard he's perfected the 2nd layer of the sword domain. His combat output can reach the level of Galaxy Stage 7 despite being Stage 4. Given his immense strength, it's not surprising he passed the Canyon of Will. Less than 10 minutes after Sword Heart passed, suddenly 4 divine lights erupted. 4 rows of golden letters appeared on the steel. Congratulations, Princess Xingyue, for passing the 10,000-meter test and entering the 6th Sacred Realm. Congratulations, Xilong Goddess, for passing the 10,000-meter test and entering the 6th Sacred Realm. Congratulations, Huoling Goddess, for passing the 10,000-meter test and entering the 6th Sacred Realm. Congratulations, Chen Yuan, for passing the 10,000-meter test and choosing to continue forward. At this announcement, all prodigies at the canyon entrance were stunned. 4 inheritance prodigies passed the Canyon of Will almost simultaneously. Xilong Goddess, Princess Xingyue, Huoling Goddess, they're only Galaxy Stage 1. Passing the canyon at that stage is extremely rare. I spent 3 months here and only saw Shangqiu Prodigy achieve it once at Stage 1. At this moment, a will-damaged prodigy walked out of the canyon. Upon seeing the steal announcement, he was utterly dumbfounded. That guy, he actually succeeded. No way. He withstood 30 times the usual difficulty, forcibly leading 3 goddesses to pass the canyon together? You mean, these 3 Stage 1 prodigies were brought through by Chen Yuan, who alone withstood all the will shock? Yes. The will-damaged prodigy nodded. The entire scene shocked everyone. Breathless, petrified, frozen, stiff. According to top prodigy rumors from previous generations, every 10,000 meters of the canyon will grants 1 willpower divine crystal. Meanwhile, the canyon's will shock doubles every 10,000 meters. 20,000 meters is twice the shock of 10,000 meters. 30,000 meters is 4 times. 40,000 meters, 8 times. 50,000 meters, 16 times. 60,000 meters, 32 times, and so on. For Chen Yuan to withstand 30 times the shock and still pass the canyon, I guess he could potentially reach 60,000 meters, the literary prodigy analyzed calmly. Does that mean he can obtain 6 willpower divine crystals? 6 crystals signify unshakable will. Even without refining the crystals, he would have over 60% chance of surviving the Overlord trial. Refining all 6 would bring the success rate close to 120%, absolutely foolproof. 120% chance of breaking Cosmic Overlord? Terrifying. Chen Yuan, you're amazing. No wonder you're my destined husband. Long Yan gushed dreamily. Ding. Host's unmatched charm. An unbound high-quality goddess has admiration and infatuation exceeding 95 points, evolving into a devoted admirer. Reward. Plus 1 million enhancement points. Ding. Reminder. For unbound admirers, favorability must exceed 100 points for secondary rewards. Chen Yuan was stunned. 1 million enhancement points? He didn't expect Long Yan's favorability surpassing 95 would yield such a reward. Just now, Chen Yuan had sent the 3 girls into the 6th sacred realm, signaling that he would follow soon. He wanted to test his true potential in the Canyon of Will. 10,000 meters was clearly not his limit. True prodigies always far exceed the standard expectations. I heard Guyu Zi walked 90,000 meters in the canyon. If Chen Yuan can reach 60,000 meters, the difference in willpower is minimal. They're on the same tier of prodigies. Thinking about it, Guyu Zi is terrifying. First to enter the 5th sacred realm and set a 90,000-meter record in the canyon. Only Han Yuan prodigy and Tong Tian prodigy come close. I heard the first inheritance prodigy to unlock higher realms gets special rewards. Otherwise, why fight for first place? Guyu Zi must have earned countless rewards by securing so many firsts. At this moment, just as Chen Yuan was about to keep moving forward, the peony goddess behind him suddenly spoke up in request. Sir Chen Yuan, could you help me? I'm only 30 meters away from the 10,000-meter mark. If you help me cross this will gorge and step into the 6th layer of the sacred land. Peony shall repay you generously in the future. That's it for today's chapter recap. If you enjoyed the breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated with the latest manga, manhwa, and manhwa recaps. Got thoughts on today's chapter? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear your take on the story. See you in the next one. Until then, keep turning the pages.